Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Thursday night, so you guys know it's time for Candid Conversations. Tonight's show is a special show. Tonight, I have special guests that I personally invited for this occasion. It is reminiscent on the year 2020. We'll do our top not phase, but our top five happenings of 2020, and it's going to be fun. Even though a lot of situations are not funny, these people always have a way of bringing humor into it. So that's why I want to bring them on because we all need a little bit of laughter. So my first guest is from Los Angeles, California. They are Dante Morrison and Dana Dane, all the way from the Dante Show. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to them.
Yo, what it do?
Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, man?
Welcome.
Hey, I see my nephew watching on YouTube. What's up, O'Shine? Legendary Barbecue. Hey, Kyrie, how are you? Thanks for having us.
I'm great. How are you?
We are blessed and highly favored.
Ishkatai.
Yes, God.
Praise them. How are you, Dana?
I'm doing good. How about you? I'm just sitting here, just finished working a little bit. Still not all the way done, but you know what I'm saying? Took time out to join in to this fantabulous conversation. Let's go.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you. Next on the list, we have all the way from Los Angeles, California again. You can see him every night, basically, on doing the Thais report. So give it up, everybody, for the diva of dirt, Thais Jackson. Welcome to. Of course.
Hi.
Hey, and I have mine as well. Hey. But I said, Tyson, you and I were going to be drinking, and Dana and Dante will be doing communion. But
we don't indulge in that devil's nectar.
Right, that's fine. I call him.
Well, I know him and I tried him. So I'm all right.
He's all right with me.
He's all right with me.
How you doing, Thais? What's going on?
You know what? This is a welcome little relief for me because I'm dealing with a lot right now with my sister, Ariel. So this helps me stay out of my mind and stay out of, my thought pattern because I can really go to another place with it. So I think this really is almost like some type of therapy right now. So thank you. I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to lend my voice to your show tonight. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you being here. You and Dante as well, which I purposely invited you guys, but it's like you said, this is therapy for you. This is therapy for me because I'm going through some things right now myself. I'm leaving out Wednesday to go to Chicago for a funeral. Okay. Yeah, so I get it.
He's a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay.
It is, but I know you guys are bring the laughter and bring the heat. So, as I stated, this year has been, it's not even over yet, but it's been a whirlwind. So, everyone, what we're going to do is everyone wrote down 5 things that we want to discuss. We're going to attempt to discuss them all. Probably won't get through it, but we'll try. So I'm gonna kick it off with Dana. Dana, what's number 5 on your list?
Number 5 or number 1?
Well, I mean, because you do a countdown 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I think number 1. I think we all have the same number 1, if I'm not mistaken.
But I'm going from 5 to 1. From
right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 5 to 1.
Okay, so we're gonna go back.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me look at my list and see what I want to go with first.
We need it.
I'm gonna go with George Floyd. That one really touched the community, African American community. Just to see that man get his life taken away from him on live camera. my children seen it. I know other young people seen it. We seen it and it hurt us. So we can imagine how the children felt watching that. And for them to not do anything, nobody went to tap him on his shoulder and be like, yo, man, they filming, take your knee off his neck. Yo, man, and he was just sitting there like he was enjoying it, just staring at the camera like, yeah, I'm doing this. What? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, what you gonna do about it? And then the other guy, the Asian guy, standing there, not allowing anybody to even come. He's like, he's standing there like, yeah, I dare you to step towards, my partner to tell him to get his knee off his neck, and then not to even know that it was behind the car. It was 2 or 3 other officers on the back side of the car that we didn't even see.
Right.
And that made it even worse. So that right there is, I mean, to have to go through that, to just watch his life on camera leave his body.
Yeah.
That was a horrible sight.
And it was traumatizing. I mean, it's traumatizing to everyone who's seen it, especially the ones who were right there. And
Right.
the Asian guy was not only his partner, but his brother-in-law.
Right.
And so I think he's more afraid of him than he would be of the public. And of his job.
You know what? At some point, when it comes to humanity and human life and an actual person, I think that even if he would have got fired, even if he would have got blackballed in the police community, I think the people would have, the world and the people would have appreciated him. I think, the world would have, hey man, thank you for coming to the aid of that gentleman or whatever. And I'm sure that he probably would have got, something. I think God would have blessed him in other areas if he ought to just stepped up and just, did something. I'm not going to.
Well, I was in my opinion, the way it went down is like, this is something that they do. Like that wasn't the first time. My opinion.
Right.
Anyone else want to chime in? Right. Dante, Thais?
I mean, I think everything's been covered with that. I think George Floyd basically, that tragedy started a movement. Not really started a movement, it furthered a movement, because we've been fighting this fight for generations. So not surprising that it happened, but I thank God that it got the exposure and triggered emotions nationwide. So, it did shift America. It shifted America.
Yeah.
Good.
George Floyd, because for so long in the comment sections on Twitter, you have people, primarily white people, that have always been naysayers to whenever police sanctioned, state sanctioned violence happened against Black bodies. They always saying, there was a reason why. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? With George Floyd, they couldn't really do any why didn't you? Because it was so blatant. It was so glaringly blatant that they couldn't, they didn't have anything other than to admit that was a form or pure evil that you witnessed on that videotape with that police officer. So it was an eye-opening experience for America as a whole, because we really hadn't seen anything that garish since Emmett Till. I mean, really, that was just, our generation didn't experience Emmett Till personally. We see it historically, but to see that was like an eye-opener for America. And a lot of people were like, okay, we get it. We kind of get it. Some people, we kind of get it now,
Some. Okay. Now, Dante, what's your name? Give me one of yours.
I'll give you one of mine. Okay, mine. So I'm going to kind of shift the steering wheel a little bit. We talked about George Floyd. So I'm going to go way down to the Valley Deep and bring up P Valley and the Pank. Listen, P Valley and the Pank shifted how I look at strippers. It shifted how I just look at just the life and love of those that work the pole. I think P Valley was just a landmark cinematic experience that I enjoyed thoroughly. Every single episode of P Valley took me to another level of nirvana, and it made me want to go out there and just walk through a field holding a red parasol. So shout out to Uncle Clifford and just that whole cast. And I think P Valley just shed light on a demographic and a genre unlike we've seen since the Players Club. So shout out to P Valley. That was one of my top moments of 2020.
I will give it to you. It changed television because there really was nothing good on TV.
Right.
I mean,
not
for me.
Nothing that sucked me in like P Valley. I love P Valley. Love it. Everything
exactly. I tuned in because I kept hearing the hype. I said, well, let me see what it's about. After I watched the first episode, that was it. That was it. I loved it because for me, there hasn't been anything good worth watching since How to Get Away with Murder that and Scandal. For me,
Thais, you look a little like you don't agree. Let's do this.
Thais, no. You look perplexed. I love P Valley. Right, you gotta remember, like 20 years and 100 pounds ago, I was a lady of the night. So I know. You gotta remember. So I know the life, and I enjoy P Valley. No, I love it. You know, we had a Pink here in LA. Like a Pink. It wasn't a strip club, but it was close to it.
Right.
You know? What was the catch? The catch?
No, I would say the Pink, that banginess was really the annex. The annex was our Pink.
Oh my God. The annex
without the pole
on Monday nights.
Without the pole.
When I listen to you and Dante talk about the past LA, I wish I came out there then because I missed it. Mm-hmm. When I got there was nothing but West Hollywood.
Yeah, the past LA, it can't even be remade. It was just it was an era that it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. But I thank God that I was able to experience that era in LA. The Study, the Annex, Papa Bear's, all that stuff, the Lodge, everything, that whole era. So when I saw P Valley, I was like, wow, this was me in my 20s.
Exactly. And I miss it like, that sound like Chicago. Chicago had the clubs. We had the clubhouse, we had the generator. None of that is in existence anymore. But I don't think there are any more black clubs in any major cities or any.
Hey, all I got is the Century Club. I don't, hey.
Right.
What's that? What's that? A Christian nightclub?
You know what?
It went down. It went down at the Century Club. It went down.
Yeah. All right. Well, these other places.
But Dana, did you go to? Well, wait a minute, Dana. Did you go to a club or were you playing at a club?
No, actually, I went to when I first moved here. I went to a couple of clubs.
I can't even see it.
Club was it? That was the spot, the Century Club. You're right, Dana. You're right.
Century Club.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of mine on my list. That's one of mine.
Right. Everybody got a list. Now, my number 5. See, I was building up, but my number 5 was the impeachment and the acquittal of y'all president.
Okay.
Because everyone was so excited about him being impeached. Yeah, he got to be. But it didn't do anything. Because let me ask you guys, because politics is not one of my strongest forte. So I don't understand what impeachment really is. Because Bill Clinton was impeached, but he also got elected for another term. So that was nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can be impeached, but the Senate has to approve the impeachment. If the Senate doesn't approve it, then it really is just a name only. Like the House generates it, but if the Senate don't approve it, you're just an impeached president. Period. So it's still on your record. It's still on your record, but you're not removed.
But he don't care about nothing being on his record. And that's what people were saying on my Facebook page. Like, cause I said, well, what good did it do? So people are coming back and saying, well, it's on his record. I'm like, he doesn't care about that. And how's that hurting him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's on Bill Clinton's record. But Bill Clinton, to me, that was a dumb reason to impeach him. But that's another subject.
Okay.
All right, Dana, what's another one of yours? No, Thais. I'm sorry, Thais.
I'm gonna say, what about me? What about my number 5? Okay.
Come on, FP. What about
My
what I
number
need?
5 is
Well, come on, Anthony. What about me?
Curtis was supposed to love me.
Right.
Okay, so my number 5 is my number 5 is the debacle and the beauty that was Tyler Perry's A Fall from Grace. It was A Fall from Grace. Y'all, it was either a beautiful dream or a beautiful nightmare, depending on how you saw it. And it lit social media up when it came out. From the bad wigs to the people in the background not knowing, holding cups up with no fluid in it. It was a lot. And it was an eye-opener, I think, for Tyler Perry, because people said enough is enough, Tyler. Enough, girl. Look, Tyler, you got to do better. This is ridiculous. And then it was like, it's elder abuse. You dragging Cicely Tyson in this. You got Cicely Tyson out here. Come on, Tyler.
She's running better than this. And she's running her fastest down the street too.
And she's an icon. She's an icon.
Tyler,
it's like, don't do that to Cicely. I mean, come on. That's Miss Jane Pittman. We don't do that to Cicely.
I think that was the first.
Okay, now Cicely. Okay, you all said it best. Cicely is an icon.
She's an icon.
But she consistently works with Tyler Perry. Now, in my opinion, I think Diana Ross is a great actress. Why do y'all think she won't work with Tyler? Because like he has hit her up, and according to her, semi-stalked her, but she doesn't want to work with him. Would y'all have any idea?
I mean, look at Diana's catalog. I mean, for one, nobody can be as crazy as she was in the opening scene of Lady Sings the Blues. Period. I mean, Diana Ross gave crazy, and then what she did in Mahogany. I mean, Diana Ross did some good roles. I mean, to me, I'm not knocking Tyler. You know, kudos to the brother. He's a billionaire. I'm really not knocking Tyler because, God forbid, anybody say something bad about Tyler Perry, then they come for you. But what I'm saying is, I think Cicely and Tyler have a different relationship. You know, Cicely's like, you know, baby, yeah, I'll help you out. But Diana's like, I don't really need that kind of exposure. I'm good.
Right.
You know, I'm not thirsty for nothing. But Cicely's like Betty White. Like, you know, I'll do something for you. Cicely's like, let me help you. Because you're not really helping me.
But she has, because I wonder, did he name any of the rooms or stages after Diana in his studio? Because a lot of people have stuff named after him.
No, because Diana's more of a singer than an actress. Like, we know her for her entertainment as a singer than more, you know, because she did, you know, Lady Sings the Blues, Mahogany, and The Wiz, and then it kind of tapered off. And then later on,
the tour de force performance with Brandy.
Double platinum. I was just going to get to that.
And I was going to say that if she did platinum, why you couldn't do Tyler Perry?
No, but see, the thing is with Diana Ross is looking at it like this. My career and what I have done as an actress is cemented as a bona fide actress. I don't need to do nothing this stage in the game. Like, why would I come out and do Medea Goes to the Wick Office? Like, why would I do that when I am Diana Ross? You know, I get it. I don't think it was Diana Ross looking down her nose at him. I just think it was, I have already paid my dues. I don't have to go no further.
She's already arrived.
I'll give her that. She's dying.
Slide past Medea Goes to the Wick Office. We're not going to slide past that like you didn't say. Medea Goes to the Wick Office.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but he did, he added Tracy Ellis Ross in I think 1 or 2 of his films. But I'm like, did you do that because you can't get Diana or what?
No, I mean, Tracy is still hot. Tracy is a
Tracy,
pull.
Yeah,
Tracy's a definite pull.
I love Tracy.
Yeah, either one of them work, but I mean, Diana, like I said, Diana Ross will be more of a benefit to Tyler Perry.
Right.
I agree. Definitely.
You know, she'll get nothing from working with. I mean, he helped Janet out.
Yeah. You gotta remember, Kyrie,
Her and Janet?
Diana was in a movie. It was a made-for-TV movie. She got a Golden Globe nomination for it. It was called
For the
Out of
Crazy Lady?
Darkness.
Yes.
The schizophrenic woman.
Yes.
You can't even
yeah.
find it
I
on
think
Amazon.
She was everything in that. You can't find it nowhere.
Diana Ross can act. Now we can talk about the Wiz. That's something different. But Diana can act. She can act.
She can.
Right. I forgave her for the Wiz. Well, because that role should have been Stephanie Mills, but that's another story. I've forgiven her.
Well, I think Stephanie Mills didn't have the name recognition, and she was not a box office star.
But
so they said the studio Universal said Diana Ross and Michael Jackson together will be box office gold. That's their words.
Barry Gordy said that because Stephanie Mills was in the Broadway
but the movie at the end of the year, the movie was a financial disaster for the movie studios. They lost money. Yeah,
I heard that too.
But now it's considered a classic.
Well, it's considered a classic, and they made the money up. They made the money back 3-4 times over now. So they're all right.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially over the years that they just be revamping it and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Before I go to Dana, who says that? Auntie. This is grapefruit vodka and strawberry lemonade. And Eddie Easton, that was not nice. Sicily is 95. Don't do that. Okay. Dana, come on.
Let me look at my list. I may say something. Hey, Valerie Spencer.
Now, hey, everybody. Want to say hello? Her mama Diana Ross is a better actress than a singer. My opinion.
Kyrie, you keep cutting off my co-host.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, we are at Kandid Konversations. We are out of the Dante show.
Proceed.
Go ahead, Dana.
Is it okay if I go?
You can go.
Yes, sir. Go. You wouldn't.
Let me look up my list. I'm gonna say this right here. I love. I don't know if you guys love it, but I love it. And I'm gonna bring out my list, and it was one of the top songs towards the end of the year.
Oh God!
And I love it. And the WAP, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion.
What do you love about it?
I love the beat. I love their flow. I love the visual. I love Megan Thee Stallion. So I like how it was all put together, how they came together. I like the different scenes and the way that the video was put together. I like Megan Thee Stallion, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's okay. So now I will say this.
Thais is holding on to something. You got to poop or something. What's up, Tyrese? Thais, what you got, Thais?
No, I'm just listening.
I thought it was Megan's song. I thought it was Megan's song at first.
When I said I like this, I wasn't talking about the song. I'm talking about what they talking about, man. That's what I like. Straighten your face out. Straighten your face out. In this square, I'm sure you stand alone in that. That's fine. Look at Ty.
Live your truth, co-host. Live your truth.
I'm living my truth.
Living your truth.
Right.
I've heard the sample years ago. It was funny because this one comedian was on stage one time and he was like, "Hey, y'all ever heard this song? There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house." He said he went to work out with his wife and it was an all women's gym, whatever those gyms are called, whatever, and it's just all women. And he said the step guy came in and put on that song. There's some hoes in this house, and I just was like, "What the?" But I love, I like the song. Again, I'm a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I am. She's natural. She's the truth.
Well, wait a minute. Do you like how she looks? Because she's very pretty. Or do you like her flow?
I like everything. Her flow, how she look, how she walk, how she inhale and exhale. She's the truth. It's, look at Thais.
Okay.
Megan may have to go get a restraining order.
She's a very pretty woman.
No, I'm fine. I mean, my wife is stacked. I'm good. I'm just a fan of Megan. Megan is, they both from Houston. So, Houston breeds thoroughbreds. You know what I'm saying? Clydesdales.
Yes.
Clydesdale horses.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying yes. Yeah, I'm agreeing. Yes.
What would you say?
The song was okay. Like I said, Meg carried the song. Cardi B. Well, I didn't know it was Cardi B's song. Eddie, my best friend, told me it was Cardi's song. I thought it was Meg's song because Meg carried the song. Cardi
she's 100% natural. Cardi B is,
she was okay.
Added. I'm talking about like her whole makeup. It's just fake. Megan eating cornbread, okra, collards.
Okay, I thought you said Meg is natural and Cardi is manufactured. Got it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the truth.
I would love to hear y'all opinion on the song, though. Go ahead, Thais.
I'm not a connoisseur of wet ass pussy. I'm not a connoisseur. Look, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Now, if there was another song about something else, I could talk about it. But I'll say this, look, these new girls are not my tea. I grew up with the real Roxanne Shante, MC Light, so these girls do absolutely nothing for me. My cutoff is Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. That's like my cutoff. And but I congratulate them for really changing the game. We have to understand that there's always going to be a changing of the guard in the music world. Mary J. Blige did it, and somebody else came along. So it's some new girls out here. They're working it out. And they are very open about their sexual, freedom, and that's a good thing too. Because there was a time when women didn't talk about. You didn't hear the word pussy. You just didn't hear pussy. So you hear that now like it's nothing. So I'm all for women being empowered with their bodies, and being able to say that word in a song. And you got grown women down at the church talking about, there's some hoes, so I don't know.
But Thais, you do look like you could do that dance though. You look like you could give a good twerk.
Look.
Don't be sitting up there acting like you can't.
No, I'm just saying that these new girls, all of it sounds bubblegumish to me. The wet ass pussy sounds bubblegumish to me. All these songs, it sounds like the music. What's that thing you ride on with the horse?
The carousel.
The merry-go-round.
All of their music sounds like that music from the carousel to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't knock their hustle. Get it while it's hot.
But you were saying that it's a changing of the guards, and I agree with that. But can we get somebody with some talent to change the guards? I need talent to come into the mainstream. We have because we got Rhapsody and Chica. I love Chica, who was nominated for a Grammy, and I hope she gets it. They're talented, but they're not really, really mainstream. And like you got her for the R&B side. Her, I'm not gonna say. I like some of Summer Walker stuff, but as far as live singing, her is good. I like Ari Lennox. I think Ari Lennox is dope.
Well, talent is subjective in 2020.
Exactly.
The kids, they don't look at talent the way we look at talent. Like the talent to them is, can you make it hot? Can you drop it like it's hot? Can you shake up the club? To us, it's about flow and lyrics and delivery and tone. But to these young kids, these young kids, all they want to do is pop it. Can you pop it? And that's talent. Can you make it hot? Period.
I've never heard of Chica.
I never heard of Chica either. I was just trying to play it off. Like,
her name
is that something you listen? Is that something when you listen to when you're getting dressed or something? I don't know, Kyrie.
I've never heard of Chica. I haven't.
I listen to her on the regular. She's dope. She's a dope rapper. Yeah, I love her.
Chica.
Right. Yep.
Chica. I'll look for Chica. All Chica I like. All I know is like Chico Stick. You know Chico Stick.
but I'll send it to you. But I sent you what's the woman name that can really sing? Oh my God, I can't think of her name right now.
Oh wow.
I can't think. I sent it to you. I really wanted your opinion on her because she is really dope. R&B girl. I can't even think of her name at the moment.
You better come back to it.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah,
I'll think about it.
Come back around to it.
I will. Okay, Dante, give us another one on your list.
Number 4,
Dante.
The another on my list was Tiger King.
Oh yeah.
Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin.
I know what it is. I didn't watch it. Was it really good?
Yeah, Tiger King was great. If you like all that whodunit, murder mystery, and just buffoonery, and it was great. It was intoxicating and it sucked you in. I didn't think I would like it, but once I watched like the first episode and I said, let me watch the second one. When I watched the second one, I was hooked because the story was just so outrageous. It's like, this cannot be true. But based upon what you saw, all of that happened, and you look at Joe Exotic differently, Carol Baskin differently. I mean, it's a classic cult phenomenon. But yeah, Tiger King, I think that took over 2020. That did a movement this year.
I remember it was a phenomenon. Everyone was talking about it, and I couldn't join in the conversation. But I'm gonna try it. Because tonight, and I ain't gonna watch it tonight, but after tonight, I will watch it. Check it out.
Okay.
Did Dana or Thais, did y'all watch it?
The Tiger King.
I watched a couple of episodes, but something happened. And I got too backed up. I never went back to it. But the 3 or 4 episodes I saw were good. They were good.
Yeah, I watched them.
Something happened. I couldn't come back. I don't know whether I watched something else. And
yeah, the meat grinder.
What I saw was good.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It was good. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah.
Okay. You saw it, Dana?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay. Good. Okay. Well, now mine was the next one I have is the death of Kobe Bryant and Gigi. That like shook up the world, not just the United States, but shook up the world. Because it was unbelievable how it happened, and it was just unbelievable that it happened. Period. But now you got all 3 of you guys out in Los Angeles. How did Los Angeles feel after this?
It stopped. LA stopped.
It started off everything.
LA stopped. You couldn't breathe.
It started off that morning. It started off like it was like a rumor.
Yeah.
Are y'all playing? And people were trying to scramble to find out y'all are playing. That ain't true. And then TMZ hit, and then it just like, y'all, oh my God. It's like it felt the same way it did when Michael Jackson died. Like the world just stopped. The energy in the world stopped that day.
You know, I was just praying that his it was none of his children or family on there with him. And then when I found out his daughter was in there, that's when I broke down and started crying, because to see one of your children in the distress and there's nothing you can do about it. I just thought about, my children and stuff like that. And it's like to be there with them and nothing could happen. But Thais, you said something about Michael Jackson passing. You know what's funny? It's not funny, but Prince passing affected me more than Michael Jackson did. Michael Jackson. A lot
of people say that because
Prince is passing.
We thought Prince was more zen, vegan, organic than we knew. Well, we thought Prince was like, somewhere going, and
right.
We didn't know Prince was going through what he was going through with addiction.
But for me, they both affected me the exact same because I couldn't believe it in either one. I thought it was a rumor. I did the same thing with Prince I did with Michael Jackson. I thought it was a rumor. And I didn't accept it at first.
The thing with Michael, like Thais said, with Prince, he was so private that you didn't know what he was going through. Like Michael's stuff was everywhere. everybody knew he was taking sleeping medicine. Everybody know he was doing this. Everybody know he was doing that. So anything was bound to happen. Anything could have happened. But like you said, with Prince, it's like, you know, even as a kid, it's like, no, Michael Jackson ain't dead. He's Superman. He can't die. But again, it just hit me differently when Prince passed. It just touched me differently.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
I knew it was real. I knew it was real when I saw LaToya and Janet over there with the Beacons truck. Like the same day, it was a Beacons truck, and LaToya was backing the Beacons truck up to the house over there in Holmby Hills. I said, "Yeah, it's real."
Yeah.
Y'all didn't catch that. A lot of people didn't catch that. Okay, boom, boom. But
trying to get some stuff.
LaToya was in the driveway, and the truck was going beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. All right, then Ty, what's another one on your list?
Number 4 on my list is clergy deaths. Clergy deaths, primarily the Church of God in Christ. Like y'all whole general board has went home. And the reason they have went home is because a lot of these people kept having services. Like they didn't get it. I thought it was like, here's the thing. Like I understand 1 or 2, 3, 4 bishops dying from the higher tiers. But when you got 15, 20, 30 people dying from a whole denomination, somebody needs to hold a meeting and do some restructuring on how y'all are handling things. It just, every time you looked up, it was a bishop or somebody or a pastor dying from COVID. And it was because they did not want to let go of that offering plate. They just evidently, I don't know. They didn't want to let go of the church or whatever. They kept going and it was to their demise. But not only the Church of God in Christ, let me clarify, multiple denominations lost a lot of clergy. I'll say that.
Well, some, I ain't gonna say they all because the collection didn't want to let go of the collection plate. I believe
I'm not going to sit here and play games. Right. As a Thais report, we keep it 100. If you do not want to, you're not that deep. Somebody just sent me some money. Okay, God. Oh, yeah, baba, shaba. Hey, glory. Okay, look, it's not that deep when they tell you that you can die from COVID-19.
Yeah.
And they're telling you that y'all need to close the church down. And y'all are up in the church, jumping over pews, knocking over reefs, and it's spreading through the church like wildfire. You don't want to let the plate go, the money go.
But I think some people believe that they are immune, like it don't affect me because I got Jesus and I'm covered in the blood of Jesus, so it ain't gonna hit me. Well, and I believe like a lot of people's mindset.
Well, like George Bush told that lady in Texas that was facing execution, you say you know Jesus, well, you about to meet him.
Okay. Anyone else have anything to say after that?
Pass the offering plate.
Right.
Next.
Oh, God. All right, Dante. Next. Dana. Did I say Dana?
You don't have any?
You don't have.
I said Kobe Bryant.
Number 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said Kobe. So number 3 is Dana.
Dana.
Wait,
did Dante do number 4?
Just say something, Dana. Just go.
Either Dana or Dante, don't matter.
I'll say something. Okay.
Are you eating?
A piece of candy.
First of all, this is our off day.
Yeah.
So
hello.
Yes. When I come on y'all show, I am professional.
I put a piece of candy in my mouth. Look, thank you, Thais. You better eat them skins, Thais.
Right.
That's not church candy.
These are not skins.
That's
I would never eat no damn. I don't like skins. I really don't.
Skins.
Damn skins.
the battle of the battle at the Super Bowl of Shakira and J-Lo. The battle. I think that was that even though they performed together, it was a battle.
Okay.
I think it was but it was lovely. They did a phenomenal job. It was one of the best performances of any of the Super Bowls of my lifetime, other than Whitney's halftimes. I said one of the best. I didn't say the best. Fix your face.
Because your lifetime is long.
Right. My lifetime is long. 39 years. In my 39 years, you know.
No, we're not going to do that.
Okay.
What? Okay.
I'm very supportive of you, Dana, but we're not going to do that.
Look at I don't know. If you're 39, I'm 35.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
but I think it was one of the best halftime show performances. I mean, with just the dancing alone and everything that was going on and the shaking and the shifting and the hip roll, it was amazing. I really liked it.
Okay,
that was a battle.
I haven't watched the Super Bowl show since Beyonce, so I can't comment. Okay. I heard about it.
Okay. All right.
But Shakira and
J-Lo and Shakira, they said J-Lo and Shakira, they said that it was a super spreader event.
A super what?
Super spreader.
Oh.
Not their legs. Not their legs. Not their legs. Not their legs.
Because like Dana said, it was a lot of shaking and gyrating. So I like singing. I like entertainment. I mean,
very entertaining.
That's why I backed it up and said vocal entertaining.
You were just getting two different cultural backgrounds. I don't know what Shakira is, but I know J-Lo's Puerto Rican. And then you have, what is Shakira? Cuban?
I think she's
South
Cuban.
America.
She's
South America
or something like that. Yeah.
And you were just getting the both sides of it. You know, to me, I think, and I may be wrong. I think, oh, she's Colombian. I think that.
Thank you.
I think. Okay, I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say I think Shakira was is a better dancer
than J-Lo.
I think of their nationality, of the Latin nationality. I think J-Lo's a great dancer, a choreographed dancer, but I think Shakira's a better natural dancer.
So you look at, I get what you're saying. It's like how people look at Sierra. Sierra's a phenomenal dancer, and Sierra is, you know, she can dance.
Right.
Yeah. Artists, like, can they really dance, or they need choreographed steps to make them look good?
Right.
You know, Sierra's like Sierra's like fluid. She's like water.
Yeah.
You know, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Shakira's just natural.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What you gotta say, Thais?
No, look. I am like.
All right. So
they're talented. They're talented. They're talented. Congratulations. But you know, I come from a generation of Lola Falana, Live with the Flamingo, you know, and Debbie Allen on Fame. So you know, I'm a little old school, you know. But
Thais, you look like you got a little shimmy and shake in you too. Don't act like you don't.
I do. I can if I need to. Now, if there's an earthquake right there, I can run the hell up out of here. I can do that. I can get the hell up out of here if there's an earthquake right now. I promise you.
Oh yeah. All right. My next one was the arrest of Harvey Weinstein.
Yes. He finally got his just of going to jail.
I think that was huge. That was a huge movement. It didn't like really bring down the empire like I thought it was going to, but it definitely did damage. It did damage, and it showed that no one is exempt from going to jail. You know, so I think the arrest of Harvey Weinstein on what he did, I think that was a huge moment in 2020. Huge. That's it.
Okay. Anybody else got something to add to it? Thais, you want to add to that?
What number are we on?
3.
I don't think we're on a number.
We're not on a number anymore? Okay.
I don't think so.
Well,
I mean, it's the third go. It's the third round. So yeah.
Okay, because it says number 3. It says number 3 on my docket. It says 3.
Right.
Okay.
Come on,
so it says It says number 3, and then it says C list. Okay, that's over here. Okay. I'm so used to the Thais report, you know. Okay, so
God.
number 3 is the celebrity deaths, Black celebrity deaths.
Yes.
that just blew us away. It really blew us away. And I have a list, and it's Betty Wright, one of my favorite singers, Betty Wright, Natalie Desselle, Chadwick Boseman, Congressman John Lewis, Andre Harrell, Little Richard, Bill Withers, style expert B. Smith, Janet DeBoe, aka Walona from Good Times, Nick Gordon, Whitney Houston fame.
Is he a celebrity?
Wait a minute, Nick Gordon died?
Yeah, Nick Gordon died.
So the whole
Remember I covered it? I told everybody that whole circle need to stay away from bathtubs. I told that whole circle need to stay away from bathtubs.
No, they
I didn't know he died. Good
Nick
Lord.
Gordon,
Okay, go ahead, Ty, sorry.
Nick Gordon, Debo from Friday, and it says the list goes on and on, y'all. It just go. I cut up. I stopped at a certain point
because
it's too much, and a lot of these are not COVID only. It's a blending of COVID and natural things that normally happen, and y'all, it's too much. It's too much.
Well, like Nick Gordon wasn't COVID related at all. It was an overdose.
Yeah, but my list was Black celebrity deaths. Really, this year was like through the roof. Black celebrity deaths 2020. I have never seen a year like this in my life. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
I told everybody we need to go around there.
That got me. I didn't know he died.
I told everybody we need to walk around there and check on. We need to walk around the corner and check on Marla Gibbs and see if she okay. Check on Marla Gibbs. Check on everybody. You know,
Marla good. Marla be on Instagram. She good.
Yeah, Marla good. Marla good. Okay. Warwick good. They all good.
Oh no, we know.
Has anybody seen Evelyn Champagne King?
No, and that's a shame.
We gotta check on these people.
Have not. That's a good question. Have not.
Oh my God.
Now, the next on my list is the Black Lives Matter protests around the country.
Evelyn Champagne.
Right.
That was yours, Kyrie?
Yeah, that's not yet. The Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Oh, the Black Lives Matter protests.
Around the country, right. Okay. One thing, it said Black Lives Matter, but how a lot of damage happened, but we got blamed, but we wasn't doing the damage. It was our allies doing the damage. And you know, a lot of things, I think it brought attention, but did it bring the right attention? And did it? And I'm asking you guys: did it really change? Did we see a positive change in any of this?
Somewhat. I don't think like we had on our show. I wanted to make sure, like, you know, is this movement still going on when there's no death, when there's when there's no beating, when there's no hanging, when there's no shooting? Are you guys still being active? Are you handing out food for people that are hungry? Are you providing shelter for people that need shelter? You know, things like that. Is this still going on? Because the only time we hear about Black Lives Matter is when there's a tragedy. In the I'm not finished. In a black, I'm just messing with you. But no, we only hear about that. Thais, you know how crazy we are. You already know. Listen, the only time you hear about Black Lives Matter is when there's a tragedy. And then in the other time, where are they? What are they doing? And, you know, we were told they were doing stuff behind the scenes and things like that. But we need to be aware of this because some people think that you only pop your head out for, what am I looking for? For clout, if I'm saying the right word, or for a visual, or let me be at the forefront of this, or let me be here now. You know, where are you when there's nothing? Like now, everything's chill. Where are you? What are you doing? It's cold outside. Are you giving out free masks? You know, things like that. That's what I'm concerned about.
Right. And so when you guys had the guy on from the Black Lives Matter, that was a question I really wanted to ask. You know, what do you guys come out when it's
Which show was that on?
Other,
Which show was that on? Which show was that on?
Show.
I can't remember.
It was on the
Okay,
Dante
just
show,
want to
and
make
you
sure.
guys had the guy, I forgot his name. He was a Black Lives Matter member, and he couldn't. The question that I did ask is, the money that's donated, where does it go to? He couldn't answer.
Right.
I did want to ask, where are you guys when there's other tragedies happening? Because the only time you come out is when you is when it's a cop. Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking. All right, Dana. Ciao. Dana, ignore Dana. So yeah, but I'm like, what do you guys do? I'm asking the question: is Black Lives Matter only for when cops kill us, or does Black Lives Matter period?
No, it's against police injustice.
Okay.
Black Lives Matter is solely against the police. Every other aspect of what happens within the Black community is not specifically a Black Lives Matter issue. Black Lives Matter was created to combat police injustice, to combat the legal system and all that. It's not about to go and get the Crips and Bloods to have a meeting to start a truce movement. That's not what Black Lives Matter is all about. It was created to combat law enforcement.
We have to be very, very careful. The weight that we put on one organization or one namesake, because we did that with Martin, we did that with Malcolm, and a lot of people don't know what happened to Martin Luther King the last year of his life. They don't have a clue. And so I will say this. I think Black Lives Matter, born of queer women, a direct result of our slain young brother, Trayvon Martin. It's done a lot of great work. But I will say this, we do have to keep the movement maintained the same way we do our lawns. We have to water it and nourish it and make sure that it is properly cared for, because, to be honest, the NAACP, a lot of people say it's an antiquated organization now because of them not wanting to diversify and bring in young voices. And now you got Change.org, the New York Justice League, and people like that have superseded the NAACP. It will always be historically significant, the NAACP. But what I'm saying is that there's always a younger, prettier version of anything ready to come in and take your place if you do not handle it right. So right now it's Black Lives Matter. Tomorrow it could be a whole nother offshoot. So just make sure that you guys do what needs to be done.
Right. Now,
Exactly.
Christine Neal said, "Oh my God, we have to do something more nonstop." That I totally agree with. We have to have a movement where it's just not about the cops, but it's about us. But we have. Now, let me ask this question of you guys, because I always like listening to both of y'all shows, and both of y'all will touch on this. What do you think it'll take for us to get through the trauma that we're still in, that it still plagues our mind? The black.
Honestly, that's a huge question. I mean, which level of trauma are you talking about? We have trauma that hits us from all different areas.
Exactly.
Right. But okay, how can we get through the trauma of how can we get to the point of where we're not battling one another, but we're battling for each other?
It's going to start in the community. It's going to start on the lower level, and then it has to spread like wildfire. That's just how I feel. It's going to have to spread. It's going to have to start with us in our own communities, and we're going to have to come together collectively in our communities, and then go to these other communities and go to these other levels together, not divided. That's gay men and black men, gay women and straight women. We got to come together and stop hating on each other because of one sexuality, and come together and fight this fight together. I love everybody. I love everybody. I'm just down. I'm down. I love it's about love, and it's about life, and it's about everybody being human. And if we get that mindset and care about everybody and care about the lives of everybody and say, well, I'm just going to let that black man die because he's gay. He's a black man. It doesn't matter what his sexual preference is. It doesn't matter what her sexual preference is. We're human. We're black, and we should all love each other. Love has no color. Love is love, and love should be just what it is.
Now, I will say this, and I make a lot of jokes, you guys, but when it comes to Dana, that's one of the things that I really admire about him. He doesn't give a damn about what's you, because what you do is your business, but he loves each and every one person, each and every one person for who they are.
Right.
So I admire that about you, Dana. I do.
Appreciate it.
And thank you. I appreciate, thank you. Because a lot more straight men need to think like that, but they don't.
Yeah.
I wish they did, but they don't.
Well, they do. They just don't do it publicly.
Right.
It's a lot of straight men out there that think just like Dana, but they're scared to speak up because they don't want to get dragged by the straight men that don't.
Right.
What they at?
They're out there. They're out there. I have a lot of straight friends. I mean, 90% of my straight. So I mean, it's a lot of straight dudes out there that's not really tripping off who another dude get down with, but you have the loud ones making the most noise, and people just don't feel like dealing with all that. It's like, man, I ain't trying to hear. It's a lot of noise on social media that clouds the positive work that's being done, and until we're able to all get on these platforms together and talk without the nuisance, the idle chatter that's completely irrelevant to the real issue, we're gonna stay on this hamster wheel.
Because it ain't no way in this. It ain't no way on. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm done for my speaking. It ain't no way in this world that Million Man March was all straight black men.
Right?
No,
it was not. It was not.
It ain't no way in this world. I know people that are gay that went.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? So. Right. What does it matter until we come together? Until we can come together as a community, as brothers and sisters, nothing's gonna ever change. We have to do it.
I agree. Now, as I stated earlier, we were not going to get through this list for everyone, but I want to thank my guest. Now, the Dante Show. I love the Dante Show. For those who don't know,
it's over.
Oh, that's
it's over.
Right? Oh. Yeah.
Other numbers.
For those that don't know, the Dante Show, Dante Morrison. I'm sorry, not the Dante Show.
Wait,
Dante
we didn't talk about Beyonce.
Wait a minute. How is it over?
We didn't talk about Black is King. If you don't mention Beyonce Black is King, then 2020 just ceased to exist.
Right.
Period.
Okay. Kwame.
Okay. Does it shut off? Okay. Does it shut off at? Wait. Does it shut off at a certain time, or can you keep going?
Come on.
Does it shut off?
We're gonna go a few more minutes. Okay, a few more minutes. Okay. Black is King. Donna, is that your next one? Black is King.
That was it. I mean, that was my thing. I just think Black is King should be on the list. That was one of my top.
Oh no, we got 10 minutes. Let's go. Black is King. Black is King was good. I did like it. Beyonce got a lot of criticism from
good. It was not just good. It was outstanding. It was flawless. It was epic. Good.
Okay.
Good. Grits with butter and salt and pepper is good. Beyonce gave us cheese and shrimp and just a nice roux in the mix of those grits. Black is King was something of landmark proportion that should be recognized globally. Black is King.
Where did you go? Now, okay. For Dante, it was better than good. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, Anna, what's your next one?
Thais, go ahead. We'll go Thais. Because Thais, he looks like he has a list.
No, mine was.
I'm sorry, hold on. No, Tim Hall, you're basic. No, Tim Hall gonna say I'm Beehive. No, Beehive. No good art. I didn't want to say that. Production. Period. Tim Hall it was basic. It was not basic. It was basic. Black is King was phenomenal. The production, the color, the costumes, the music, the flow, everything about Black is King should be recognized and respected. To call it basic, really basic. Come on now, Tim. You being a hater. Black is King was nowhere near basic. Basic is a 78 Toyota Corolla with roll down windows and an 8-track player. That's basic. Black is King was a Maybach, 2025 Maybach. That was Black is King. You know, Thais, just go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
It was. I didn't see Black is King. I know what Beyonce gives, so I just probably, I expected the same thing. You know what Beyonce gives, so I just thought it was gonna be that. So I didn't see it. Okay.
It was better than her performance of Obsessed. Someone's in my house. No. I saw that. That's Whitney. I'm sorry. I show you crazy. I show you crazy. It was better than that.
I just thought that it was going to be I'm sure it was remarkable. Okay, it was remarkable. I didn't see it. Okay,
no
so my next one.
Queen B or the Beehive. Okay, you didn't see it. Okay.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Let's just move on. Let's move on.
I ain't got nothing to say about that. I'm not in there. Can y'all hear me? Hear me?
Go ahead, Thais. Go ahead with your next one.
Okay,
Thais.
so that voice was very Theo. Remember Theo? What was that?
Yeah, 19.3 to beat.
Baby,
at nighttime.
The fine Asian DJ. Where is he?
Let's go, Thais.
No, but it was
right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have Thais come with his list. Come on, Thais.
No, you know what that is? That's Art LeBeau. A lot of people won't know who Art LeBeau is. I know who Art LeBeau. Okay. No. I know who he is. Kevin James. He's
Kevin Slow Jam and James.
Kevin Slow Jam and James. I knew it would come to me. Okay, so my next one was Uncle Joe and Sister Harris blowing everybody's mind. I did not think they was gonna win. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think they was gonna win. Uncle Joe and Sister Harris. No, I did not. I know how racist this country is, Kyrie.
It is.
And I know how people bought into Trump's lies. And I said, you know what? I just didn't see it. I was hopeful. I was hopeful the same way I was with Hillary, but I didn't see it. I did not. But they took it home.
I think what happened was, I knew this one because I think what happened was the vast majority of the country was like, "Fuck this dumb shit." Let's get this out, move this on out the way, because Trump, he didn't know what he was doing.
What sealed his fate? What was his nail in his coffin was, if there's one thing they're going to be able to point to in the history books, was that parade he did in front of Walter Reed Hospital, and then coming and standing on that balcony, barely can breathe, standing on that balcony like he was Stalin or somebody or Hitler. And people said, I know a lot of people was like, okay, I got to get my ass down to the polls. This is crazy. So I think that really sealed his fate. Getting in the car, doing the parade in front of Walter Reed Hospital, then coming back, standing on the balcony like he was getting ready to do an overture from Dreamgirls. Yeah.
Hold on.
Kyrie,
hold on.
Hold on. One of your friends.
Hold on.
Hey, Hamed.
Who is Hamed Muhyiddin?
I don't know. If remember the pages you got.
Because that's spam. You got to block him, honey. Block him. Yeah. Block him now.
You got 80 pages. You know how mad the track.
I don't have no. I'm getting rid of it. For everyone that's listening, no, I'm getting rid of the other pages, and I'm only gonna have 2 pages. I'm gonna have my personal page and the Kandid Konversations page. That's it.
How they get you is they put a picture up of a man with a 6-pack and a Adonis belt with a big chest, and that's how they get you. And then you click friend accept, and honey, next thing you know,
you got Hamed Muhyiddin.
But they don't get me like that because they don't get me like that.
Baby, look,
I check out the whole page and I'm like, no, that ain't it.
The Dante show never has these problems.
Oh, great that's good for the Dante show. Hallelujah.
Just saying. So Village, don't post on this thread no more. Village, don't post nothing else because Hamed Muhyiddin might follow you home.
High squad. Thai Squad, start packing our stuff up. We getting ready.
Thais, get your people,
Thai Squad,
Thais.
we getting ready to go.
We get ready
Pack
to
your stuff
go.
up. We getting ready to head out for Thai Squad.
It's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this
Come on,
house.
Billy, let's go.
Wait,
Get your
he only picked two people. He picked Princess and Eddie. That was it. He ain't contacted nobody else.
Tim. He picked Tim.
Well, maybe he has
the
some on
Thai-
their pages. Maybe there's
The
some on
Thai
their pages.
Squad, the Thai Squad says my Uber's in front. I gotta go.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I am a proud member of the Thai Squad, and I'm a proud member of the village. So I'm both.
Yeah. So well, you take
Just
this.
don't comment on our show for about a week. Just watch.
Oh my
I think
God.
we got like 3 minutes left. Come on, Kyrie. What's your number one?
Yeah, what's your number one?
Coronavirus. And the way that's what did everybody number one?
Are you taking the vaccine?
Who taking the vaccine?
I
Me?
said, are
Why?
you taking the vaccine?
Not at all.
Dana?
But I love it because it's split. Because me and Thais are on the same side, and you and Dana on the same. You and Dante on the same team. Yeah,
I never
No,
said
I'm
I
not
was
taking
taking it. I never said I was taking it.
Neither did I.
We never said we were taking
Okay.
it. We just
Well,
provided
right.
information.
Well, I just assume because you guys are pushing it.
There you
Pushing
go.
take it.
No, I never pushed nobody to take it either. I did 2 shows that gave the data and the facts.
Yep.
I never told nobody to take nothing. You want me to do the replay?
Neither did I.
I can roll the tape.
Oh,
I watched it. I was there for the show.
You must
I don't have to
have been while
do
you
it.
watched because you never heard neither one of us tell anybody to take anything. We provided data. We educated on what the vaccine does. We gave the statistics.
Okay.
We never said.
Well,
take
I
it.
was going on the Facebook post on your page. But okay.
Again, you assumed because I never wrote take the vaccine ever.
But I never told anybody not to take it. I said I was taking it.
What you just said was Dante and Dana's on one side and you and Thais on one side.
Right, because I said I'm not, cause I know how Thais feels because he said the same thing. I'm not taking
So
it.
you assumed that we said we were taking it.
Right. We never said we were taking it.
I like your haircut. I like your haircut though. Your haircut's nice.
okay. So
You
Dante just gave you Diane Sawyer and Whitney Houston.
All day long. But okay.
Dante was Diane Sawyer. Diane was Diane Sawyer. But Diane Sawyer told Diane Sawyer held that picture up to Whitney Houston and said, Whitney, look at this. Whitney, does this look skinny to you? Whitney. And then Whitney Houston was like, Diane, what's skinny to you? What's skinny to you?
Oh my God, Thais is crazy.
I'm just saying.
He said he got in the category, and we never said anything either way.
Look at you.
Okay.
you
Okay.
got
Well, I apologize. I apologize.
We can move
You
on.
said- over there.
But to answer your question, Dana,
What I
no, I'm
said-
not injecting that bullshit in
What-
my system.
what I
No,
said-
I'm not.
What I said was, I'm not letting them skeet nothing up in me that Trump and Pence mix in a bucket in the back. That's what I said. I'm not.
What can't skeet at you, Thais? What can't skeet at you? Let's talk.
But Trump changed his mind. Trump is not taking it now.
Thais,
Trump
what
is not
can
gonna
skeet
take
in you? What can skeet in you, Mama?
No, I'm not. Look, this is not about me. This is not about me. This is about the greater. This is about America. This is not about
Greater
me.
good.
What I will say is this: to get serious for a minute, there's a reason why Black people don't want to participate in this stuff. The Tuskegee experiment. There was a nurse by the name of Eunice Rivers. Okay, a Black nurse. She went out there in Mississippi and Alabama and recruited those Black men to take that injection, and many of them died. So,
Right.
and then let's not talk about North Carolina, where they were giving women hysterectomies without their consent. So there's a reason why we're
Right.
scared, y'all.
Right. No, we get it. We get it. 100%.
The
Exactly.
government.
Exactly.
Totally
Okay, now my time is up. I'm sorry. I would love to continue this conversation because I love both. I love Dante, Dana, and Thais. But I want to thank each and every one of you who are commenting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. This is my mid-season for now. I'll be gone until February. I want you all to enjoy your holiday, enjoy your New Year coming in, and in the New Year too. My shirt, I wore the shirt on purpose. Believe in yourself. If no one else believes you, believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who believe in you. And what I was going to say earlier is I want to personally right now thank Dante Morrison, because of him that I'm even in this game. He started me off a long time ago. He trusted me with his show to do it whenever he would take off, because in case y'all don't know, he is very well educated. He takes off to do his schoolwork. So whenever he had to go off to do his schoolwork, he would entrust me with a show. Dante, thank you.
You're welcome.
And he started me into this. So, Dana, I love you. And for those who don't know, Dana, I was going to mention Verses. Those on my list too. Verses. Speaking of Keisha Cole, those who don't know, Keisha Cole's best song, in my opinion, is a song called Brand New. It was written by this man right here, Dana. Thais is a force to be reckoned with. Thais, what I love about Thais is he does this shit nonstop. He don't care what, no days. He won't take any days off. He just took some days off. That was because of a bit. But he does it nonstop, and he does it so well, and he loves what he does. And I view these gentlemen, even though we're in the same field, we're not competitors. After everyone can eat, we each do a different thing. Thais brings dirt. Dan and Dante bring community awareness, where they care about the community. They do shit. So tune into these guys on Monday through Wednesday. Tune in to Thais every night, and you can catch me.
I don't just bring. I just don't bring. I don't. Oh no, he don't bring just dirt.
He don't just bring dirt. He brings inspiration.
I don't bring just dirt. I
right.
Information.
Inspiration. He'll give
information.
You
and
you don't go to church. You can go to
pop culture.
Yes.
and pop culture and information. But number one is information. Culture,
you'll get some Jesus, you'll get some good dirt, and it's all there to Thais Report. You come back to me. I have candid conversations about things that's going on in the community, things that I love to talk about. If you want to be on my show, contact Pyro Media Management. And if it's a good fit, Kwame will make that decision, and you can come on and we can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have a blessed and safe holiday. Thank you, and good night. Till February. Good night.
Good night.